statistics, no matter what class you take or what teacher you go with. Sometimes you'll see it in lower level classes to get you prepared for statistics, but this is a key problem you'll see over and over again where you pick something or draw something out of a container, and then you have to calculate the probability of drawing a certain item or items in a certain order. The problem reads: the jar contains 7 red marbles, 8 green marbles, and 6 blue marbles. What is the probability that you draw 4 green marbles in a row if you do not replace the marbles after each draw? The key phrase in this problem to jump out at you is do not replace. So what this means is it's a draw without replacement problem. So what we're going to do is take this, you're going to break this out into each draw. So draw number 1. This is how we're going to do this. The probability of green, since we're drawing green at every draw, I'm just going to write this probability of green equals total green marbles in the jar divided by total marbles in the jar. So total green marbles in the jar equals 8, because we haven't started drawing anything yet. The jar's filled. Total marbles in the jar equals red. We got, 7 red plus 8 green plus 6 blue equals 21. So now that we have our 2 items, we've got our probability of green equals 8 over 21. So that's it. Total green in the jar divided by total marbles in the jar, and we get our probability. Now we're going to do this 3 more times using the exact same formula. So again, probability of green on draw number 2 is total green marbles in the jar divided by total marbles in the jar. Total green marbles in the jar is now 8 minus 1 equals 7 because we drew 1 on step 1. Total marbles in the jar is now 7 green because we drew 1 from step 1. So the answer then is, so this is actually 20. So 7 divided by 20. Repeat that little step again. Draw 3. We've got 7. Last draw minus 1 is 6. We've got 6 green now, which is 19. And our probability is 6 divided by 19. And last but not least, draw number 4. So formula stays the same. We've got 6 minus 1 equals 5 greens left in the jar. 5 greens here, which makes 18 total marbles in the jar at the time of draw 4. Therefore, our probability of drawing green on draw 4 without replacement is 5/18. We're almost there. So we have our 4 draws without replacement, keyword being without, which was up here, or do not replace. Now we want the probability of green, 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 green. So you have each probability, but then how do you get to the answer? So because each draw is, and let's bold and underline this, independent of all other draws, we multiply each draw to get the final probability. So what that means is probability of green, 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 green. Let's put that here. we want probability of green, 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 green. So we do this equals to probability green on draw 1 times, we're just going to repeat this, 2, 3, 4. And so we do this again. Now we have our numbers. So we've got 821 times 7 over 20 times 6 over 19 times 5 over 18. And so let's take this and simplify. 8765. Let's just do 8 times 7 times 6 times 5. 1680. And you can use your calculator or whatever your favorite thing to do is. 1680 divided by 21, 20, 19, 18. Times 18 for 3640. So the last question is, can we simplify this? Because you're guaranteed your class is going to ask you about getting an answer in simplest form. So let's do this. Type in that fraction. We're going to click simplify. Can we simplify it? And great news, we can. These two numbers, 1680 and 143640, numerator and denominator, have a greatest common factor of 840. So if you click this, you can see how we get that number. And I'm going to put a link to this in the problem. So you list out all the factors. You list out all the factors of the denominator, and then it's going to find the common one, which is 840. So we'll close this. 2 over 171 is our final answer. So using our fraction simplifier, we get fraction simplifier I'll link to here. There we go. Probability of green, 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 green is 2 over 171. Yep, 2 over 171. So bold. That's it. This is a lot of work, but the key here is break things down in steps. Whenever you see a problem like this, the first thing you care about is, are the marbles or balls or cards being replaced or not? And if they are not, you have to subtract off 1 from your total each time. If they are being replaced, it's almost like you're starting over with a fresh jar or basket or bucket each time. And then the other key is each draw is independent. And what that means is you just multiply the individual results together to get the final result, which we got here. So that's it. Thanks for watching the stream. I know this was a lot, but this will help you in the future.